here, psychologist, speaker, author of 8 books, host of 2 PBS specials, here again to bring you another tip on how to help you create the life you want. Specifically, how to use my life from the top of the mind philosophy to bring more clarity, confidence, creativity into everything you do. Today I want to give you a thought about influence. When I go do my talks and when I work with organizations and individuals around the world, a lot of people tell me they really want to understand how to be more influential with people, how to get a point across. Because when they try to do that, what they say is what happens is people get defensive or resistant or argumentative or angry, and nothing gets resolved. So there is a quote that I'm sending out to those 6,000 folks on my quote list. By the way, if you ever want to receive one of my favorite quotes each week, along with 2 or 3 paragraphs about how to apply that quote to life, all you got to do is go to my website, billcrawfordphd.com, or just Google Bill Crawford PhD. I'll come up on the first page. Hit the subscribe button, put your name and email address, and each week I will send you one of my favorite quotes, along with 2 or 3 paragraphs about how to apply that quote to life. So this quote is one of mine. It goes like this. Influence is the art of making a point without inflicting a wound. I like that because I think it really speaks to what happens sometimes when we're trying to make a point. The other person perceives it as damaging, as critical. They feel sometimes wounded by that. And for those of you who follow my life from the top of the mind philosophy, you know this engages this middle part of the brain that interprets anything negative as dangerous and throws us into the lower brain, the brainstem, which is designed to deal with danger. We go into that fight or flight mode. That's what people do when they get wounded. What we really want is to be coming from what I call the top of the mind, this upper 80% of the brain, and we want to be able to engage them in a way where they shift from their resistant brain to their receptive brain, from their lower brain to the top of the mind. So I've created a model. It's part 3 of my life from the top of the mind system, and the model actually spells LEAP, like my models to spell things so that they're easier to remember. The L is for listen and learn. Whenever we're engaging someone, the first thing we want to do is listen to them in order to learn what's important to them. So this isn't just listening to placate them or listening to let them vent. It's really to learn the key to their cooperation, which is really what's important to them, what they're concerned about, whatever's driving their resistance. We want to see that as good information versus something we need to argue with. The E in the LEAP model is to empathize. I know you've heard this before. This doesn't mean that you hold their hand or become their counselor. It's very simple. What you're doing when you're empathizing is saying something like, okay, well, you know, I can see how you'd be upset by that. I can see how that would be important to you. The goal here is to free them from the need to convince you that they have a right to think and feel what they think and feel. Because most people, when they're talking to you, especially if they feel you're trying to convince them that they're wrong, get into this mode of trying to convince you that they're right, and now nobody's listening to anybody. I call this banging brainstems. So what we want to do is listen to them, empathize, a couple of short sentences. I can see how this would be important to you. Then you go to the A in LEAP model, L-E-A. This is about asking a top of the mind or neocortex question. This is where we pose a question that blends what's important to them with what's important to us and speaks to this in terms of the future and the solution, not about the problem in the past. So it's not what were you thinking, how could you do that, how many times have I talked to you about that? It's more about, okay, so I know this is important to you and this is important to me. I'm wondering if we could, and you ask a question that goes to the solution and goes to the future. The reason this has the potential for moving the conversation forward from kind of a who's right debate to a solution-focused conversation is that it doesn't get into blame or shame. It doesn't get into who's right. It takes what's important to them, which you learned in the listening component of the LEAP model, blends it with what's important to you so that you can then begin to go into the last step of the model, which is problem solving. That's where the P comes in. So listen, empathize, ask that neocortex question, and problem solve. In the problem-solving mode, they have now shifted from the lower brain to the upper brain, and you're into a solution-focused conversation where they're hearing what you have to say as valuable because it really contains what's important to them as well as what's important to you. So no longer are you trying to make a point and in doing so inflicting a wound. What you are now doing is really helping someone feel heard and understood, making sure they know you get it by letting them know you can see how they would see it that way, asking that neocortex question, and then problem solving. That is a really important component if you really want to be heard and understood. Because what it does is it uses their key, what's important to them and what's important to you. It uses the blending of those two to frame what you have to say in a way that they will hear as valuable. Another question I love in the ask component of the model is, okay, what do you want them to do and how will that be good for them? You got to know that going in. Often we know what we want people to do, but mostly it's about how it will be good for us. We've got to know how it will be good for them in order to frame that in a way where they see the value of cooperating. Plus, in the listening and learning and empathizing component, you may get information you didn't know about what was important to them. That will help you when you get into the ask and the problem solve modes of the model to be more effective. This is what I do. I get to go around the world teaching people how to shift to the top of the mind, how to stay there, how to live there, how to a whole nother model about how to stay and live in the top of the mind. And then a 6-step process where part of it spells leap that shows people how to engage others in such a way that they shift from their resistant brain to their receptive brain. If this is something you would like for me to do with you or your organization, all you got to do is go to my website, BillCrawfordPh.com, hit the contact button, let me know what you're interested in. Love to talk with you about that. By the way, if you're liking these videos, please hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe to them on YouTube. Follow me on LinkedIn and Pinterest and YouTube and Facebook and iTunes and where's another one? Twitter. That's what it is, Twitter. Feel free to follow me on all the social medias. I try to post one of these each week. And what it does, it kind of helps us stay connected and hopefully gives you information about living life from the top of the mind. So until next time, here's to you, bringing more clarity, confidence, creativity into everything you do. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.